Joe?
So from a channel perspective, we'll have over 40 of our federal channel partners attending the event this year. Partners range from small boutique type partners all the way up to national, resellers that have billions and billions of dollars worth of contract vehicles, hundreds of field sales reps and engineers that will be there to support us on the event.
And I've lined up 6 of the government's top storage and server manufacturers to be in attendance and sponsor this year. So we'll have HDS, IBM, HP, EMC, Dell, and NetApp, all sponsoring, all in attendance, and ready for this year's event. So, several. So they'll have the ability to meet with industry leaders, technology experts, and customers that are deploying what we call COTS, common off-the-shelf IT solutions. And one of the things this year at the Fed Forum they're going to be able to learn about is a term that's called the new IP, or the Internet of Things, where IT growth and innovation is built on mobile devices, social technologies, cloud computing, and big data. And the Fed Forum this year, they're going to be able to network and talk within leaders and folks across the event for those subjects.
Yeah, from a channel partner perspective, I'm excited. We'll have several of our top partners like Norsman, CDWG, NNet, Intelligent Decisions. They all have a big stake in what Brocade is doing as it relates to modernizing the network, and as George talked about, the new IP. So from a networking perspective, I see it as an opportunity to meet with industry leaders, both inside of our partner ecosystem and outside. We'll have some of the industry leaders around virtualization there. We'll have, as George mentioned, some of his OEM partners there from a data center perspective. So it'll be a gathering of the industry to come together to talk about what we can do to help modernize the federal government's network.
Yeah, so I attend a lot of government industry days throughout my job, and one of the main points at each one of them is the government is very interested in learning from industry how to take industry's best practices and use them inside of government as the government tries to grow, to change their status quo and how they're doing things today. So this event is going to be the enabler for them to start to learn about industry's best practices and what's going on. And they can do that in several fashions. They're going to do that in our technology pavilion, where they'll have live demos and technology experts learning and deploying and talking about this new IP and the Internet of Things. There'll be panels where you'll have government and industry at the same time discussing exactly what's top of mind and best practices from both government and industry. And so they're going to get that at this year's Fed Forum.
Yeah, I think this year's event, this is our 4th year hosting the Federal Forum. I think this year's event is the most important one that we've done yet. The federal government clearly is in a conundrum. They don't have enough money to spend to modernize their IT technology, and it's across all technologies, not just networking. And as George pointed out, it's bringing industry and thought leaders together to talk about alternatives. And what are other agencies or industries doing to combat this or to address it? The federal government usually is a leader in technology. They normally are thought leaders as it relates to having the best technology, and that has waned a little bit, and it's waned especially in the networking space. And the Federal Forum is going to be an opportunity for private industry, public industry to come together and have a discussion around how do we fix this? How do we help the government modernize their network going forward?